Good morning, guys. Today is March 8th, 2024. I hope you've seen my video, my previous video of covering Puerto Rico. Just wanted to also let you know there is a lot of families in the United States um, legally. I work with many. I don't know every single one that lives out here, but yes, they are. They are. I've seen. Okay, I've seen. They're working, doing their thing, whatnot. I asked some questions yesterday. I went out for a walk, and I think there's like two families from Haiti living in this complex. Um, so I will also be digging in for um, phone numbers. If you have, not justifying one thing with the other, but Haiti has always been living in poverty. They keep him in poverty. they 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 have a hard time trying to get visas or sponsored by a family member in the United States to bring them over. They're not all bad, okay? We can't judge everybody because of other people's mistakes, um, or gang members, okay, and whatnot. So we have here in the United States Haitian residents, okay, legally or illegally. That's everywhere. Okay, every nationality, they're here legally or not legally. But I've never heard of any chaos in the United States caused by Haitians. Okay, um, you think about that question. Who before the border? Okay, who are the ones causing chaos? Who are the ones locked up behind bars causing chaos? Okay, so we can't um, pinpoint one nationality or the other nationality. You pay for what you did. So, due to this crisis in Haiti, guys, because this is something that Haitians are not trying, um, or if they do, to try and cross the border, okay, cause chaos to get over that border, um, for their safety is a different situation compared to the other border that we already know. Um, they're crossing over because if you've seen, they're shooting everything in sight. They're over. They have taken over already the town of Port-au-Prince, and they haven't mentioned any towns nearby. Okay, as of yesterday, um, there is curfews. 2 days already. There is curfews that people have to be indoors. Um, but many millions of them left their homes. Okay, because chaos broke out in that big town, and that is where the embassy is. So even they ran for their life. Okay, so that's why they don't have anyone running it. It's those gangsters. Okay, barbecue because they burning up everything in sight. That's what they do. Okay. Uh, so if it comes to the point that they'd rather get shot and killed, okay, crossing over to the Dominican Republic border, then it's like desperation. Everything has kicked into their mind, and there's like no way out. They can't cross over to other towns because they're restricted with the gangsters also patrolling that they don't go elsewhere as far as the population. Now there's over 380 something million Haitian residents living in Haiti. Okay, and 55% that are running for their life, seeking anything behind rocks, sheds, whatever. It's kids and teenagers, guys. Now they're going through hunger situations for so many years. Ever since I was a kid, I remember um, in geography class, which was my favorite. That was my favorite subject, guys. Um, Poverty has always existed there. So we have to be human. I know there's a lot of inhumane persons, okay? I know that. But what would you tell God about that if He was in front of you right now, okay? So before that time ever comes, we should have a little bit of humanity in our hearts, um, to look at things both ways. I'm talking about Haiti, okay? Haiti. Um, Puerto Rico is in danger due to the fact that that's where they're going to be relocated, okay? Because they're a commonwealth. But we have to, if you did not know, those islands, okay, are run, they actually belong to the British, okay? To Britain, okay? Now think about Britain. How rich how rich is Britain, guys? Okay? Think about that. Britain has always taken over Haiti. They have taken over Dominican Republic Island. They have taken over Puerto Rico Island. Okay? That was their government 19 years ago. So eventually they divided, and uh, it's the French that actually has control of those islands. And at one time, maybe 15 years ago, I remember when they were trying to make Puerto Rico a state. Um, I'll tell you one thing, and it's sad to say, a lot of people from Puerto Rico have traveled to the United States. Once they see that snow and the cold weather, they run like a bat out of hell, get on a flight, and run back to Chill Island. Okay, now Puerto Rico, um, if there is poverty, it's because they just don't want to move ahead. But it's not the poverty of malnutrition. It's not the poverty of not having a shelter. It's not the poverty of carrying water on buckets over on your head, miles and miles and miles to go feed your family. Okay? Puerto Rico is like the United States. Okay? You go to the store, you buy whatever you need, and you go home. You get financial assistance from the United States, just like many here do get. Okay, I got it at one time in my teen years of maybe 20 years old. When I left Puerto Rico, I was there for 2 years, and I was 18 years old. And by 22, I was out of there because there was no future there. Okay, um, I didn't see any future for me there, and I had two kids there, and I winded up living in a shelter in Manhattan called the Covenant House. Um, and there was all kind of nationalities there. I had my twin bunker for my kids and myself, and I made it through, and they helped me get move along, and then I was on my own in about 6 months. I did get the EBT and all of that stuff for like a year, but I went to school. I was able to take the train and get a trade, and I became a travel agent between the odds and ends of food stores and clothing stores and cash registers and all of that stuff. Cashier. So, I moved ahead, and it worked out perfectly because my kids also moved ahead. Okay, some returned and lived out there for some years, but eventually they saw the opportunities, okay, of getting a job and moving ahead was out here, wasn't there. And yeah, there are jobs out there, but they're far. You need transportation. Everything is not holly jolly, guys, with those islands. So even people that travel, if you are from any other island there, like Jamaica, Trinidad, Barbados, you know, you know that you send food, okay? You send food to your family out there because things are high price. Um, you have elderly there that refuse to move out of the, because yeah, it's true. You have elderlies in every island out there that are your family, but they don't want to leave their land because they grew up there, and that's where they set their life at. Nowadays, people travel here and there, here and there. They have it good. They have it good. You can go anywhere you want to. You get a passport, you can fly anywhere you want to. You save your money, you work hard. You want to take a nice vacation, you go to wherever you want to go to. But they didn't have those options back then, and they don't have them now either. Okay, some countries don't. In order to have a visa from those countries, if you're living there, you gotta have a sponsor out here. You have to have a visa. You have to be legal to travel, and that takes a lot of money, thousands of dollars, and a lot of years. So Haiti is poverty. The French is um, the ones that have them like that. Okay, and if you're not from that nationality, you don't know this information. So I said I was going to cover Puerto Rico in case they started moving people into Puerto Rico. I will let you know what's going on. Did they place them in tents? They place them. Are they placed like they're placed out here? Will they be flown to the United States? What states are they in out here? You ain't got to be hunting for them, but just information for informational purposes because there are families in the United States that have families in Haiti. Um, Puerto Rico, um, they already have a number. Okay, it's always hurricane, whatever, 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 guys. It's FEMA. Okay, they call FEMA. Everyone in Puerto Rico got FEMA number tattooed to their arm. Okay, or their forehead. Okay, let's put it that way. So I was doing some research out of the kindness of my heart because I did work with a lot of Haitian families and I know their stories. So before I get to that one, I'll tell you something. When they tried to make Puerto Rico a state, um, 3+ years ago, this administration, um, it didn't happen because Puerto Rico people, they have their own voting governors there. Okay, um, they don't vote. Uh, the United States vote like we do. Okay, they vote for the government that's gonna run their 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 island. So the main reason for Kamala to go over to Puerto Rico is to speak to the Puerto Rican people and other nationalities that live there because we have white Americans, we have African Americans. My daughter-in-law is African American, but she lives out here now, in New Jersey, and her family also. They live out there in Puerto Rico, and I know a lot of people, African Americans, that have families in Puerto Rico. Um, you get adjusted. You just make your own life and you get adjusted. I have to get adjusted here. Okay, this is new. Um, Same thing, guys. Anywhere you relocate to is a transition. It's a it's something new. You have to figure things out, how to do things. Okay. Uh, Same thing with them. So before they become a state, when they were trying to make them a state, so that they can vote. Guess what Puerto Rico's answer was? The population of Puerto Rico answer was the the voice of the public was, before we become a state, we'd rather have Spain take over. And that is why those islands were called Isla Española. Have you ever heard that? Because they belong to Spain. And the French had control, and they still have, guys. They still have control, some control to those islands. And I truly believe that all this is happening because um, the French is trying to take over again. Okay, they were stripped of their rights, government, and whatnot many times in the past. I'm talking about years. Okay, before we were even born. If you're about 90 years old and before that, it was a back and forth thing, a back and forth thing, a back and forth thing. So now when we see a lot of people don't do study or um, learn about things, but we need to. We should, we should learn not only our um, background, our nationalities, and whatnot, because Puerto Rico was a slave also. Okay, they all went through slavery. We all have ancestors that were slaves at one point. I do. I do. Yes, I do. But they're not here anymore. But I did meet one of my family members in Puerto Rico, bedridden, 105 years old, guys. Um, Indian, okay? Uh, Indian and white, yes. Beautiful. Color of charcoal. Long black, straight hair. Charcoal skin. Beautiful. She was very thin. I remember that. Seeing her in bedridden. When I stepped foot in Puerto Rico for the first time, um, I don't remember much after that because I came back out here. So, you know. Um, but back to the subject, the French controls these islands, and they do have a foot in the island as far as their well-being or not. Now, what is their well-being, guys? Their poverty. Right now, to tell you as of today, and that, just information updated that I'm giving you as of today, but this has been going on for years, years and years. They've lived in poverty. They have to run around for food. They right now, guys, they have no food. Right now, these children are going through hunger. They're already going through malnutrition, AIDS, malaria, Zika, um, all of that. Okay, skin diseases, um, everything, guys. The Haitians don't even have clothing. If they have clothing, because they live on the west side of Haiti, and they have something to do with these gang members. Gang members um, will recruit, and as long as you roll with them, they keep you good and out of harm. But who wants to join gangs? Who wants to live like that? It's the young, okay? It's the young. It's the teenagers growing up and they have nothing to do and they can't get jobs. They're not giving them any jobs. The embassy sucks. Um, the United States also, that department it sucks. But they do have humanitarian aid. Um, and the chaos between French and them, I don't know what's gonna happen. Are they trying to take over again like they did 19 years ago? Okay. And if you did not know, French has their hand in there. It's because of France that those islands live the way they live. The ones in real deep poverty. Now come on, children um, going through hunger, guys. I it breaks my heart. It breaks my heart to hear these things and to even talk about it is even harder. But just to give you information, guys, because I know that maybe some of my subscribers, maybe some of my subscribers that know others that are Haitian. I hope that you are not a racist, okay? That is not in my heart. Okay, racism is not in my heart. Never was. That's why I get along with everybody. I don't care if you're white, green, yellow, or whatever. Because when we get, you cut yourself, we all bleed the same way. We all got the same organs. It's just that we were born in different areas of this world, Earth, okay? Um, and countries. And we have different traditions and stuff like that. But in the end, we can all have a block party, okay? And everybody go home happy and with a full belly and extra food. So as far as I've seen, it's like American people will only help their own. And you know what I'm talking about, right? When I say their own. And other people will gather and feed anyone that needs the help. Now, I'm not talking about the the border down here. Okay, they're getting the help they need, but yet again, they don't even want that. That's ungrateful. That was uncalled for, and this is something that has another, um, uh, well, how do you say? There's another plan for what's happening on the Mexico-U.S. border. That's something else. I can't figure that one out. They didn't think it was gonna cause so much chaos, and now they want to get rid of them. Well, let's see how long it'll take, guys. Because I think by now they're running through the woods and are running to our backyards because they don't want to go back. Okay, so y'all know what's coming. That's why it's good to be prepared. Good to be prepared till enough, like for a year or more, whatever you can, guys. Grab it, okay? Um, I haven't grabbed the damn thing, but at least I have some August on can, what I showed you in my previous video. So, hey, it is what it is. When I'm able to, I will go and grab a couple of things that you can do wonders with it, okay? Pasta and chicken breast, the protein, guys, get the protein, get vitamins, get medication, and alternate medications also, just in case, because we never know. This is getting really ugly. So anyway, the France controls these islands, and they also get help from the United States due to the fact that they do have companies like Dominican Republic have companies out here. They have uh, their own residents um, living out here, and they have these transportation to deliver goods back to their country, to their families, because that's where my preps went to. Okay, I was brought a big blue bin. It was my supposed to be my best friend who stabbed me in the back. Okay, and I wanted her to be safe. And when I had the electrical wiring in my apartment, and I could not stay there through the code enforcement and fire department, and I had to leave everything behind. Before I left, I asked them, I was gonna come back because I had belongings. Well, I left everything behind, guys, but I did take out a lot of preps. I called her just so she would be safe and share it with, her neighborhood, because in her block, everyone gets together in need. And I wanted her to be safe. And her ex-husband, they get along really good. She gave it to him, and I received a blue big barrel to fill up whatever I can in there. And I just threw everything in there. I said, "Oh, that'll be fine because he can take it up to, our bedroom is on the second floor, and you don't, to cover it up with a blanket or something like that. Put it in one of them big ass closets. You got 20,000 closets in that complex." So No, she gave it to him to send it to his family poor in Dominican Republic. Well, it is what it is. What am I gonna do, guys? Okay. I try to save her from a lot of things in the future. Well, you know what? I'm not gonna worry about that. What I had in storage were two suitcases, the oversized large, with August and cases of chicken breast and tuna meat and you name it, guys. And those 72 days supply, the tops, the big top with the individual packets inside that you add water and even cake, oatmeal, whatever. Um, I had no other option, guys. I wasn't thinking straight. I was going through a lot of mind blowing situations. I just couldn't think straight, and I had no one on my side to help me. Um, to well, anyway, that it's over. It's over. I can't be thinking about that. But just to let you know, when you go through tough situations, you make stupid decisions, and that's one thing I should have loaded up in my van. So anyway, guys, I will trust me. I am not going to be hungry. Okay, some kind of way, I will start picking up a little bit by little and getting back. At least I got a head start. But Haiti, they can't order like we do. Um, one store was selling them water, guys. Guys, are you listening to me? They have no running water. The running water was shut off, in case you did not know. Travel ban, wow, it's closed. You cannot travel to Haiti right now. The ferry that I mentioned from Dominican Republic to Haiti is also closed for tourists and non-tourists and whatnot. Um, I already seen what they did at their border. They triplified that border just like I said they would. Yes, they did. Okay, they have their whole island patrolled in every corner, at the edge of their beautiful beaches. And Puerto Rico, you would have to swim on a boat, take a boat or swim or DIY something. And most of the time, they don't make it. So we have to be human, guys. Um, I'm sure that they will be brought to Puerto Rico, just like the Prime Minister was. Uh, and I'm sure that they will be transported over to the United States. Puerto Rico has a lot of land, empty land, okay? Empty land. Puerto Rico is not updated with the infrastructure. Um, I was checking on yesterday, and I made some phone calls, and when Hurricane Maria hit, you all know they had no power. Maybe some of you know. The power were out. The lights were out for months. There was no running water for months. People were desperate for months. The stores closed. They flooded. Food was messed up. Closed. I was one of them who sent solar supplies. I did send a small jackery to a family member. I said, charge it to your vehicle or something, somebody's vehicle, and you can charge your phone and whatnot, because that was the only thing that was actually working was their phones. If you can get signal, that's if you can get signal, guys. It was like an on and off thing, on and off thing. What am I gonna do? I did what my heart told me to do. So I sent boxes of food, okay? Um, and then there was another issue that the post offices could not deliver. So I got a message on my phone that the person had to pick it up. Guys, it was like 3 towns away. You're talking like going from let's say you're going from uh let's say that's like going let's see. towns that I've been to that I visited. Because here I don't know a damn thing. Uh, I don't know the distances between this and that, or this town and that town. Guys, don't ask me no. Don't ask me nothing. I am exploring. Okay, call me the explorer. Ada the explorer instead of Dora the explorer. Um, but I could be Dora the explorer for now. Okay. Let's say from from Raleigh to uh, what is that? Rocky Mountain. I know that area. Okay. Um, to go to that main post office to pick up the package. So I was able to get communicated with her, and it took her it took her, guys, a week to find someone to take her to pick that up. And from there she was able to survive one way or another. And Puerto Rico, the land is so rich, um, to plants, okay, to uh, potatoes, onions. You know they already have bananas. The green bananas, they turn yellow, like the ones we buy in the stores. They have plantains. Oh, everyone has three or four or five, six or ten banana plants in the backyard, so they survive. Sweet potatoes, cabbage, you name it. Okay, everything that we have to buy here at Sofrito, or you buy the ingredients to buy, they have right in their backyard. They have pigeon peas. Just collect them and tear them apart and get the pigeon peas out, and they make some arroz and gandules, or you know what I'm talking about, guys. They have it. They can survive. They'll never starve. But Haiti also has it, but the government takes it. They're not allowed to have it in their backyard. They tear it down. They have a different area that is controlled, and that's how they feed the Haitian population. Um, they rob the thugs rob, steal to get what they want. Um, the police really can't do much, okay, unless they want to lose their life. So you know what that is, right? Okay. Right now, the gangs are overpopulated. The police, they've killed the policemen's, policewomen's. Now they're fighting against the National Guard that they landed there to patrol an area. They all got shot. They're getting shot at. You have kids that got shot in between this random shooting. Um, Kids have got shot. Families are crying, warning, desperate. Guys, what would you do? Wouldn't you be desperate in a situation like that? Do you think that will not happen in our backyard? And that is why we have to be prepared. Okay. So I made some phone calls, and right now in Haiti, if you know anyone from Haiti, um, because when the situation hits Puerto Rico, I'll update you on that. It's not gonna be an everyday thing, guys. So don't expect it every day because Ada's gonna do Ada. But my mind and my heart is with, with them, with Haiti and Puerto Rico. Um, and down the line, I'll tell you why. Uh, Dominicans, Republican, uh, nationalities, a lot of them don't get along with their own. Okay. Down the line, I'll tell you about that, guys. Okay. That'll be another video. Um, and they don't marry their own. Very few, very few. But they won't they won't hook up with their own, especially if they live in the United States. And I'll tell you why. Because I definitely do know why. Okay, that'll be another video down the line. Um, but I did collect some numbers, emergency numbers if you do have relatives living in Haiti and you need to contact them, okay? Because we have to be good-hearted. Um, and even though I don't have any relatives in Haiti, um, I work with many of them. I know their stories. I know their hardships. I know how much they spent, what they had to do to process to get here to the United States and work and support their family and also send to their family in that um, uh, that island of part of Haiti. Uh, so I'm gonna put the screenshots up there. I'm sorry if you can't hear me too well. Just just go back to the video. Go back to the video. Um, I have to dig in for my other mic. Okay, that my subscriber um, Janice sent me. I still have that wrapped up. Okay, my electronics. I'm trying to find a spot where to place a little, makeshift desk and do it from inside. Uh, so bear with me on that one too. It will be set up, guys. Um, I want to have more communication with you. I want to do some lives, okay? Down the line, down the line. Right now, I'm just getting settled, so you have to bear with me, guys. I'm getting settled, and don't expect so much from me right now because I'm in uh, it's like throwing an alligator on some road, and if you find him out of the pond, okay, that's how I feel. But I will learn my way little by little. But the only thing I need to know right now is where to get food. Okay, like Aldi's for this thing, the other supermarket for meats, and uh, the other for pastas and stuff like that or whatnot. At least I know that. That's all I need to know. And where my doctor's office is. And the pharmacy. That's it, guys. For now. That's all I need to know. And then I have a home base. Okay, that I feel good. I love it, and I feel safe. Um, and nobody bothers me. Nobody bothers anybody around here. So anyway, guys, I I dig up some information. I made some phone calls, and um, the only organization right now in Haiti, they're in Port-au-Prince, in a safe area. When they travel out there, they give them safe areas. They are protected uh, somehow. Is the USAID. Okay, US aid. US aid is funded through the United States um, for disasters, humanitarian crisis, whether it's hurricane, fire, humanitarian food, water, essentials, okay, um, medical help, and etc. etc. I don't know what the other etceteras are, but I know that is far. There are some phone numbers, USAID. It's a government office. It is legit. You can go on the website if you want and check it out. So I did some research that I was told, and from a coworker, and she is going to give me a direct number. If hell broke loose in Haiti and someone has a relative, it could be you could be an American citizen in here, and you might have a relative who went on vacation. Okay, a tourist out there. Okay, when you travel, you're a tourist. Um, where you can communicate and find your loved one or check up on a loved one. Um, you can check up on a loved one uh, if you have family from Haiti and they can't There's no way for them for you to bring him out here, okay? Due to the immigration process and all of that paperwork and all of that stuff. So you can at least find out about your loved one. Okay, so I got some information. You will see some screenshots, um, information there. Read it, screenshot it. Okay, write it down on a notebook. Make sure you have it handy, and also um, FEMA. Okay, if FEMA touches land in Haiti, FEMA has more numbers for disaster and to locate your family members, and they will do. They will do, guys. They've done it before, and that is what they do. Besides giving also humanitarian help, um, much needed. So we can't be selfish. I can't be selfish, guys. It's not in me. It's not in me. Never will be. I know a lot of selfish people. Okay, and they're only about themselves. Um, you could be as best good to each other or whatnot, but they only think about what they can get from you, what they can get from you, but they don't give back when they know you're going through a situation and need a little bit of help. Like a quart of the sky is gonna fall off. Okay, so I've seen that. I've experienced that, and it's very sad. That is sad. Okay, it makes me want to throw up. People that you're involved with, and they n- know a person, situation, anyone, and they don't reach back to you. They only worry about them, what they can get. They can get from you, whichever way it is, guys. They will get from you. So I kind of rewind it back a little bit, okay? Um, but I wish people would reach out. Okay, so if you can't reach out to your own American citizen that you know that could use a little bit of help, um, I know they won't reach out to other humanitarian crises, and that's called racism. That's called selfishness. Guys, I don't want to throw up again. Okay, if you have to, just call direct USAID.